I'm sharing my list of 6+ must-have accessories you should buy for your ID4, including some things that could save you thousands of dollars. Up front, all these items are linked down below, but no one is paying me to talk about them. First up is a no-brainer and one of the cheapest, most important things you can buy. The beautiful 12-inch infotainment screen is a fingerprint magnet. Plus, the last thing you want is a permanent scratch on the brain of your car. The solution? A tempered glass screen protector from a well-known company called Spigen. It costs about 40 bucks, it's very high quality and easy to install. Honestly, the reduction in fingerprints and glare is worth the price all by itself. Just be sure to check that you have the 12-inch screen because unfortunately they don't make one for the smaller size. If your ID4 has the factory tow package, you might have noticed that it comes with this smaller 1¼ inch receiver. The problem is, most bike racks and cargo accessories use a larger 2-inch format. Don't worry, you don't have to buy a new tow hitch, all you need is an adapter like this. This little guy costs around $20, has great reviews, and can handle up to 350 pounds of cargo, which is perfect for my Thule bike rack. Keep in mind, this is just for accessories and should not be used for towing a trailer. Also be sure to grab a 1/2-inch hitch pin if you don't have one already. This next one is a lifesaver on road trips. You pull into your hotel for the night and see EV charging equipment. Problem is, they're Tesla destination chargers. And without an adapter, you're out of luck. That's why I always carry this Tesla to J1772 adapter. This one piece of equipment opens up thousands of additional charging locations, and many of them are completely free to use. I've saved so much time and money over the years just by using free chargers at hotels. An adapter like this costs $100 but will pay for itself after just a handful of uses. Better to have than wish you had on this one. When I first got my ID4, I just used the basic level 1 charger that came with it. It was fine adding a few miles of range per hour, but once I got access to a 240 volt NEMA 1450 outlet and upgraded to a level 2 charger, I really saw what I was missing out on. The one I use is made by Electron and stands out for 2 reasons. First, it's faster than most portable chargers, handling up to 40 amps. But the best part in my opinion is that it comes with an adapter, so it's both a level 1 and level 2 cable in one. So now I only have to take one piece of equipment with me on road trips. Whether I need an emergency charge at an RV park or just at a friend's house with a regular wall plug, I'm covered. Best of all, level 2 charging equipment is more efficient than the level 1 cable that came with the car, which means the money you spend on one will get paid back as you charge at home over the lifetime of your vehicle. Okay, so you spent over $40,000 on your vehicle and the last thing you want to do is ruin the interior. That's why the next 2 items for me are non-negotiable. I've had the official VW rubber mats since day 1, and they've saved my carpets from dirt and spills more times than I can count. And they cost about $135. And for the cargo area, this OEM liner made by Muddy Buddy is essential. It even covers the back of the rear seats. The official VW cargo liner is $180, but just imagine what your trunk would look like without it. While this last thing is not technically an accessory, you're going to want to know about it. EVs with their high torque motors and extra weight can run through tires incredibly fast. In fact, the tires that came with my ID4 barely lasted 20,000 miles before they had to be replaced. And paying $1,600 to swap them out every 18 months or so is going to add a lot of cost to owning the vehicle. My recommended solution? Switch to a more robust tire like the Michelin Cross Climate 2s. They cost the same as the OEM tires, but I'm on track to get nearly 60,000 miles out of this set. That's triple the life for the same price. You might think they add road noise or dramatically reduce range, and while anecdotally neither of those have been an issue for me as my ID4's long-term efficiency currently sits above its EPA rating, I'm personally willing to sacrifice a little bit of both to what adds up to over $5,000 or more in savings over the lifetime of the vehicle. Thank you so much for watching.